Welcome to the Roo, Dits and Loz podcast, kept hot by Ream. You can listen to this podcast anywhere you like, even in the shower. Ream, Australia's favourite hot water.
Adelaide, the greatest city in the world. It's time to wake up with the team born and bred right here in South Australia. The unofficial Mayor of Adelaide, AFL legend and Yabby peeling record holder, Mark Rasciuto. The former squash champ and current B-grade golf champ, Chris Dittmar. And the award-winning radio host who's the dumbest smart person you know, Laura O'Callaghan. Triple M Breakfast with Roo, Dits and Loz.
Oh, good morning, everybody, on this Monday morning. How was your weekend?
Yeah, it was awesome. How was yours?
Really quiet, which was fantastic.
Yeah.
On the couch all day Saturday, bit of footy, watched some racing, watched Roos tip, did all those sorts of things.
God.
Very sporty, but in my pyjamas. I love a pyjama day on the couch.
Where can you buy a new TV?
What do you mean?
I smashed mine on Saturday. I need a
Thought
new
you
one.
might have.
Harvey
Yeah.
Norman.
Yeah.
Have you got a deal on out there?
I cancelled my KO subscription halfway through the game, so I'm not even sure how it ended.
Oh, God. We're going to give away $1,000 in the room. Let's move on from sport,
Yes.
please. Quickie's only $100 today, but I tell you what, the wheelie bin's worth $9.5 grand, Loz. What's in it?
I cannot say, and it's driving me insane. I just want to tell you so bad, but I can't. We've had some clues. Head to the listener app because I haven't got them in front of me, but plenty of clues have been given.
Unoccupied, Japan, chocolate,
2022 floods,
and the age 3 and above.
Ages 3 and above. And a new clue will be on Wednesday. And they all pertain to what's in the wheelie bin. I promise you they do.
I don't know if they do.
They do. I promise you.
Hey, today I think Shazza will call up because she's not happy about the footy either. She'll definitely call. Always does on a
I
Monday.
want to know why she didn't call on Friday.
Good question.
Yeah, I think she might have to answer that.
Lehmo's going to join us as well. We love having a comedian on most days. So Lehmo on a Monday morning.
Get all the news you need.
104.7 Triple M.
Hello, Adelaide.
No one knows Adelaide like these guys. Triple M Breakfast with Roo, Dits and Loz.
Overnight news.
Making news, Donald Trump, on the back of his troll last week, I'm reading a story this morning that he may be denied a visa. He may be denied entry into certain countries.
Yeah,
One of them's Australia.
If you've got a criminal record,
That's right.
then, yeah.
So
Are we
under
going
the
to be
current...
unhappy with that?
Sorry?
Are we unhappy with that?
I don't know. But under current rules...
I'm not bothered.
Anyway, Albo was asked about it over the weekend and refused to comment.
Yeah.
But there's China, Canada, UK and us apparently where he would not be allowed, under current rules, he would not be allowed to enter.
He'll be happy. They'll have to fly to him.
Yeah.
That's right.
Come
Or,
to me.
or in this modern era, Zoom meeting.
Yeah.
Just do a little Zoom meeting.
So on July 11, he finds out whether he goes to prison or he gets fined or he finds out.
I'd
You
say
know.
Doesn't
big
seem
old
like he's
fine.
worried about it.
No.
I think he
The way
wants
he's
to go
talking
to
the
jail.
judge or whatever
Yeah.
he's
He
doing.
wants to be a martyr. I think.
The CEO of IGA, his name is Fred Harrison, thinks that the illegal tobacco trade will be controlled by all the crooks, or not the illegal, the tobacco trade will be controlled by all the crooks in a matter of years. They've already lost 25% of sales through supermarkets and everything like that at the moment. And you've seen on the TV screens, you've seen on the news, all the fire bombings of all the tobacconists around the
A lot of them
joint.
in Melbourne, aren't they? at the
Yeah,
moment?
they are, and in Sydney, and it won't be long before it happens here, I would think. But so much, because they're so expensive to buy in shops now, everyone's buying the illegal tobacco, and there's huge money in it. So is that a thing that we want? Do we want, all the crime? Do we want it to be that expensive that all the criminals profit off it? Or should we reduce the cost of cigarettes so that people just buy the stuff through the normal supermarkets? It's a interesting situation, isn't it?
Seems
It
to
wouldn't
be.
happen in any other trade, would it?
No, well,
And in any other thing.
well, it happened with alcohol, with prohibition, and anytime you try and take something away, a crime syndicate pops
Right.
up, and yeah.
But that doesn't happen with anything else in 2024.
No. This is like something out of bloody Castaway with Tom Hanks.
Wilson, where are you?
Wilson! Oh, don't. That's going to make me cry. That scene is so emotional. If you think you can't cry over a ball, then watch Castaway.
I watched Forrest Gump last night.
Did you?
What a cracking movie. I had tears rolling down my cheeks.
No.
No, it was brilliant.
How good is it? Jenny, I like running. Okay,
You can live with me, Jenny.
So 3 teenagers have been rescued in Western Australia after scribbling help into the sand in massive letters.
Did they?
Yep, they were stuck there. Colorado got bogged.
Where were they?
In the Pink Lake area of Gregory in South Kalbarri. And they were there for a while. They were there for a whole day, stranded. No one knew where they were, and a helicopter who was doing a search found the big help on the beach. So that's actually, if you do get stranded,
Drink your own urine.
yeah.
Start eating each other.
How
those things.
early do
Not
you
on
have
day
to?
one, Dit.
Oh, okay. It takes a couple of days.
One of them was
Take
missing a
someone's
foot.
arm off on day
Who's
one.
going to
Yeah,
die
yeah.
first? All right.
Twice, and you've got to give us your foot, mate.
Yeah, you're going to understand. We're going to have to
Yeah.
chop you up. Yeah.
It's been 6 hours.
Yeah.
And I just want to finish overnight news with a bit of we got sent a screenshot from our sound man Sam this morning about the rocking horse. There was
What, at Gumaraka?
up at Gumaraka, there was a robbery.
Theft.
A
Yeah.
theft.
Yeah.
And the headline on the Times is, "We feel violated. Big rocking horse rocked by theft." And he came into the meeting this morning and said, "Did anyone see the rocking horse story?" And we went, "Yeah, it was all right." And he went, "It's pretty big. Rocking horse gets stolen."
Yeah.
We said, "Mate,
Yeah.
the rocking horse
Yeah.
didn't get stolen.
$200 worth of stuff got stolen.
They just got robbed," which is
Yeah.
a tragedy. Like, we feel for him,
Yeah,
but the
feel for him.
horse didn't get stolen.
Yeah.
You're the one who sent the article through, Sam.
Morning, Loz. How is everyone today?
Imagine that coming down the freeway.
Yeah.
Southeastern freeway.
I thought-
Who would lose it, sister?
I thought they got the Oxy world out and just,
Yeah.
you know.
Where do you hide the rocking horse?
Well, you ride down the freeway on it. Don't you? You ride into the sunset.
Yeah.
Listen, all right, I'm busy.
Last scene crossing the border.
It's Monday. I'm flicking through stories. I'm trying to help you guys out.
Yeah.
And then I don't have time to read all the details.
Why don't
Sorry.
you-
I apologise.
Can you stitch yourself up in top 5 this week for that?
I wouldn't have thought so, Roo.
Just leave it to the crows and port and Loz's wheelie bin.
You imagine
Yeah.
someone in their backyard's got the rocking horse, they've got the big orange.
Yeah.
They're collecting the,
Yeah.
they've got the big banana.
Yeah.
Crayfish.
Yeah.
I may have inspired someone to steal it now.
That's right.
Give it
Hey,
a
hey,
go.
whoa,
I
do not
dare ya.
incite.
There's
you
a
know.
challenge.
Triple M Breakfast with Roo, Dits and Loz.
Best breakfast show in Adelaide.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome
Lehman. I'm Anthony Lehman.
Oh, hello on this Monday morning, Lehmo.
Oh, g'day, team. Lovely to be with you bright and early on a Monday morning. And sorry,
How long have you been doing radio for? You don't cough when you're on air.
I had a bloody big day yesterday, Bruce.
What happened yesterday?
It's a Sunday. What, didn't you go to church?
Yeah, well, of course I went to church, as I always do. But it was Tom Gleeson's 50th birthday party yesterday.
And you're up at 6 a.m. doing radio today. Look at you.
That is my commitment to this show and to you lot. You probably look at Tom Gleeson and think, I thought he was about 85.
How old
He
did he
is.
turn?
50.
50. And
Yeah. Went
Did
to
he
his
already say
50th
that?
yesterday, so he was 50.
Oh,
Now, what sort of speech did Tom Gleeson make at his own 50th? Was it hilarious or?
It was hilarious, yes. He absolutely caned everyone in the room.
yeah.
He was annoyed that everyone turned up.
Well, having a birthday on a Sunday is probably some of the worst form I've ever heard. I'm off that massively.
Where did he have it, Lehmo?
He had it at a restaurant in the Macedon Ranges at the Mount Macedon Winery.
Nice.
And there would have been about, and he paid for the lot too. He's going all right, Gleeson. There would have been about over 100 people there.
Gee.
Bloomin' heck.
And it was a good, and it wasn't a bad lineup for the speeches. Justin Hamilton emceed, and it was Rove, Will Anderson, Charlie Pickering, myself, and Adam Rosenbachs
Wow.
gave the speeches.
Couldn't put
As
a
we
fee-
said, if
couldn't
the lot of us had invoiced him for that, it would have cost him a bit.
Couldn't put a female comic on the bill, or
No, that was one of the jokes, actually, because the joke was, well, Tom works at the ABC and has to always focus on diversity. Finally, at his party, he can have a lineup that he really wants. A bunch of straight, white, middle-aged men.
Lehmo, we haven't spoken since you said you were going to do the Barossa half marathon. How'd you go? Did you complete it?
Well, you know what, Ru? Here's the thing. Mickey D, who you know,
Yep.
who's coaching me, he looked at my numbers and he went, you know what, Lehmo, I reckon you should run the 10K and not the half marathon.
Quarter marathon. I've never
So I
heard of
did
it.
I did the quarter marathon.
Even I've done a quarter
How
marathon.
weak's that?
He said, I'm not sure how many defibrillators they've got around this course, so I reckon the 10K might be good for you.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
I did the 10. Just, baby steps for me. Could I tell you something funny, though? There was about 3,500 runners all up at the Barossa Marathon. About 1,000 did the 10K. So we take, you're all excited at the start. We take off in the 10K. There was someone in the 10K near me who started walking after 400 metres.
Oh, well.
I connect with that.
It's going to be a long day for you. But the thing that really stood out to me, I get there, it is the longest queue for the toilets I've ever seen.
Nervous.
Oh, well, before the marathon. Yeah. And I said to Mickey D, I said, what's going on there? And he goes, there's a saying in marathon running, you never trust a fart during a marathon.
Oh.
I actually researched this afterwards. Ditz, can you remember Robert D. Costello in the Commonwealth Games in 1982?
I was going to say, there are many great runners who have had it all running down their legs.
Just go.
Yes. No. Robert D. Costello, Loz, had on national television during the Com Games, had a little accident during
Number two.
Happened in the London Marathon as well. A couple of runners, it was everywhere.
And they just keep running.
Yeah.
They keep running, and if you go back to the vision of Robert D. Costello at water stations, he gets one cup of water, drinks it, gets a second cup of water, and throws it on the back of his legs, right? Yeah. And the commentator goes, "Look at D. Costello. Interesting way he's choosing to cool his hamstrings down."
Oh, no.
No, he's not. He's cleaning the poop off his
legs. Well, you wouldn't have to cool your hammies on a 10K.
Doesn't happen in the 10K.
Just fine.
No, that's right.
My hammies weren't exactly on fire.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't need the toilet. I don't need the toilet. I'm only doing 10K.
The quarter marathon, man.
Hey, I'll be back next year for the 5K, the 1/8 marathon.
Good on you, Lehmo.
Okay, thanks, guys.
I think you've got a new opener coming up, Lehmo.
Triple M breakfast with Blue Dits and Loz.
What a goal!
Overnight sports.
The Crows have got a short turnaround playing the Tigers Richmond at the Adelaide Oval Thursday night. Disappointing effort against the Hawks on the weekend. Here's Coach Matty Nix.
Comes back to an energy in a contest that you expect. Sometimes it's as simple as let's just win or half a contest. And we weren't able to do that for, coming on 60-odd minutes.
Yeah, it was a terrible effort. It was a big game. They wanted to win at the MCG. They needed to win to keep their finals hopes alive, and they just looked flat right across the board. It was a terrible start for the whole first half, really. They got going and won the second half, but the damage was done at that point. So a really, really disappointing loss. There'll have to be some questions asked down at the club today about the review. Yes, Taylor Walker was injured, and yes, there was a couple of other people, or a few injuries out, but still not good enough. And it was their worst performance for definitely a couple of months, and maybe the worst performance for the year. So they need to turn it around off a short break, probably without Taylor Walker and maybe without Matt Crouch as well, and get a win against the Tigers.
Tex Walker will be in here tomorrow morning, so we can ask him all about it. Dusty Martin may not play Thursday night for the Tigers.
Yeah, this has been on the cards for a bit. There's been a bit of talk about it. He's played 299 games, so, a huge milestone, his 300th. Will they want that at the MCG the week later? If so, it looks like, and I think they will probably rest him and play the next week at the MCG.
Port Adelaide have got the bye this week after going down to Carlton on Thursday night. I presume they give the players a few days off, Port Adelaide.
Yeah, they have a 3 or 4 day
They got
break.
some work to do, haven't they? On the back of that effort against Carlton.
Yeah, they have. They'll get a couple of players back, which will make a difference. So they've got a couple of hard games coming up, and that ladder's getting tighter and tighter.
Yeah. Now, a couple of amazing results over the weekend. What about Melbourne, Ruth?
I couldn't believe it yesterday. Melbourne got beaten by 92 points by the Dockers up at Alice Springs. Melbourne have lost to West Coast by 35, then they beat St Kilda, and then they've lost to 92 points. This is a side that I thought was one of the real fancies to win the premiership, but they were badly beaten. I don't know what's going on there at the moment.
We got obliterated in every phase, to be honest, but it just flowed as the game unfolded, and clearly our contest was poor, our work rate was poor, our ability to deal with pressure was poor.
Let's look at the ladder. Sydney remain top ahead of the Bombers. Cats chalked up a win over the weekend. Port Adelaide 4th, Adelaide 14th. Now, Harley Reid's situation, Roo. What do you want to say about that?
Well, let's have a listen. So he did a sling tackle on Darcy Wilson from St Kilda.
Down the wing, this is good. Straight to the turf. That was really aggressive from Harley Reid. And he is in all sorts, Wilson. So he could be looked at, Harley Reid, after that tackle, although Wilson has got up.
It's clearly hurt his head, though.
Yeah.
He grabbed his head as soon as he hit the deck. That's certainly going to be looked at.
The Rising Star market has just been suspended.
So Darcy Wilson ended up playing on. He didn't get concussion, but Harley Reid got 2-game suspension, which is fair. And we all agree that we need to take that out of the game, the concussion. But I'm just not sure whether we need to change we do need to change the rules on the Brownlow medal and on the Rising Star. They're both best and fairest awards. I think you're still a fair player if you get suspended for a game or two. There's so many more reasons and acts you can do in a game of football. You can get suspended for 1 or 2 games. Yep. I don't think that makes you an unfair player.
Yep.
I think it just means you've made a wrong decision at the wrong time. I said this years ago. Nat Fyfe got suspended for a bump when we started changing how we could bump, and if you accidentally clip someone in the head. And now it's happening with sling tackles and slam tackles. We need to make people eligible to still win the award if they get suspended for 1 or 2 games. We're going to have potentially the best first-year player ever not eligible to win the Rising Star because of a tackle. I just don't think that's right.
Yep, fair point. Hey, Alex de Minaur back in action at the French Open tonight. Daniel Medvedev he takes on, who will be really tough. He's the US Open champ, or former champ. Tanasi Kokonakis got beaten in 5 by Taylor Fritz over the weekend. And the Matildas back in action again tonight in Sydney against China.
Yeah, best of luck to them there. And that's our look at sport. Speaking of sport, now you can stream the footy anywhere you go. Just download the Listener app and listen in live. It's Roo, Ditz and Loz for your Monday morning here on Triple M.
Yeah. Everyone does need good neighbours. Growing up in Paracam, we didn't really have neighbours. Our nearest neighbour is about 800, 900 metres down the road. So you didn't have issues with making too much noise or blowing your leaves into each other's garden. And it's a very suburban phenomenon, but it is a big deal. And since it's leaf falling season, there's been some tensions in my area.
Oh, tell us more.
Well, just do you blow your leaves into the street? Do you sort of have to put them in the green bin? What if the green bin's full? You know, you're a bad neighbour if you do this. You know, I kind of
had a bit of blowback, have you, from blowing them out into the neighbours?
I just had one comment from a bloke who just went, "It's a lot of leaves."
Oh, well, that's a nice way of putting it.
And he just did a sort of eye look like, "What are you doing?"
That's your last time you'll be doing that.
And I went, "I know, I'm sorry, it's very leafy, isn't it?" But I just kept going because I had no choice.
I wonder what the rule is with that, though. No, but if you blow them out into the street, I've always thought then eventually a street sweeper comes along and picks them up.
But where do they sweep them to?
No, they pick them up.
They eat them up with
You
a
reckon
sweeper.
it sucks them up, does it?
Yeah, they've got those street sweep. Listen, Torrensville Council, if you're listening, that'd be great if you sent someone down with a street sweeper because they've planted these non-Indigenous trees to the area that just shed constantly.
What are they called? Bloody plane trees.
Yeah.
They're
And they fill
massive
up
leaves.
everyone's gutters
Yeah.
and they're just a nightmare.
Well, Loz, it's funny you raise this. A friend of mine told me only last week. He went around to help someone out who he knows is away. They're overseas. So he went out and blew the leaves and blew them out into the street, thinking he's doing the right thing.
Yeah.
He'd just finished, and a neighbour from 2 doors and came and blew them all back in, straight in. And just looked at him and said,
back into his yard.
black and blew them straight back up the driveway.
You're
and
kidding me.
And he said it was nearly on, but he thought, well, I'm not going to call
What
it.
are the rules? I mean, if everyone blows them out in the street, it is going to be a mess, though, isn't it?
Well,
you got to put them in the bin.
Like I said, I think at some stage, yeah, but a
few
lot of
leftovers can go.
But what if they're the trees that are out in the street? Is that the council's?
Because it wasn't.
Well, they
they're
are.
not-
It is the councils if they're out your strip out the front.
The leaves aren't from my house. They're from a street tree
Well, there
that
you go.
falls in.
Yeah.
So, I mean...
So what's the rule?
But the neighbours get very fussy about it. And look, I have great neighbours. I've had shocking neighbours in the past who have just been like, I mean, to be honest, I think some of them were just criminals. I think there was some serious gang behaviour going on. But what do you do? Do you confront them? Do you knock on the door? I mean, there's some neighbour no-nos.
You got to work together to get on in a happy street.
If you don't like each other. And sometimes what you want is you want a Karen in the street. You don't want to be the Karen. You don't really want to deal directly with the Karen, but you just want one Karen who polices the street on your behalf, who gets annoyed with things and comes out.
A Karen.
Yeah, well, sorry to use that derogatory term to Karens, but someone who's a bit of a nitpicker who is bossy.
What if just everyone does the right thing? Does that work if that happens? Or that doesn't happen, though, does it?
What dreamland are you living in?
Hang on, Jazz, our producers come in. Righto, Jazz, what's happening in your street?
Guys. I need a Karen on my street because I'm never, ever going to say anything to my neighbours. But, there's just so many grey areas. We need an actual rule book, and I came in and I told you guys this morning.
What issue are you having?
Well, I've got this guy. We live on very, very narrow streets, and I've got a neighbour that's across from me, and he's got a big rig, like a Ranger, and then a trailer, and he parks his car...
What is he, a tradie?
He's a tradie. And he parks his car right behind my driveway, which makes it very tricky
across
to get
the road.
Across the road, and I've got a long sedan with the turning circle of the Queen Mary, so it makes it very hard to get out in the morning. But there's no yellow line there, so go for your life, son. But what I did say was interesting. I don't know if this is a no-no. When he goes, he also puts an orange cone on the street to sort of mark his public car park.
Nah. Absolutely not.
I don't think you're allowed to do the old cone trick.
Nah.
Can I ask another quick one? You've just reminded me of. Is it okay to park in front of someone else's house all the time?
That happens to me a lot.
It's probably
Like, there's
legal.
no real
It's
ownership.
probably legal, but
It's legal.
Yeah, it's not.
But it's annoying, though,
It's
isn't
not a
it?
done thing.
You
Park in
come
front
out-
of your own house.
Yeah, there's always someone's car out the front of your house. It can be a bit annoying, I reckon.
Yeah, that's annoying.
I put my bins out the other day, and they were sort of encroaching on the public space of parking in front of my house a little bit.
Yeah.
And they moved them into front of my driveway, and I nearly whacked into them because they wanted to park in front of my house.
Well, you got to lift. I would just get out and lift them up and put them on the medium.
Well, you
strip
would have
and park
thought,
there.
but it's like they were trying to send me a message.
I think they were.
Yeah.
Don't put them on the road.
All right.
Because it's a car park.
Neighbour No-Nos. Morning, Rude, It's and Loz. What are the neighbour no-nos? So Loz last week blowing leaves out into the street and got the evil eye from neighbours.
Well, just a little comment.
Gee.
But what can you do?
What
He was
about
probably right.
Branches hanging over fences and things like that. Parking in front of
Well,
houses.
it's hanging over your fence. You can just chop it, can't you? Or not?
Yeah, you can. But a lot of people are worried about doing it, and hedges and fences themselves, of course. How many blues do they cause?
All right, let's go to Terry. Is it Paradise, Terry, out there at Paradise?
How you going, guys?
Yeah, good.
When I was back over in Canberra, I had this neighbour, and he used to have a heap of deciduous trees that drop shitloads of leaves.
Yeah.
And I asked him to clean his leaves up. And I said, I'm sick of them in my yard. And he goes, well, once they leave my yard, it's not my problem.
Oh, no.
I was like, righto then, mate, I'll sort you out. So I filled a heap of 40-gallon drums full of his leaves, waited one day till the wind was blowing the right direction. His wife had hung a washing. So I set fire to the bins that day, covered all their washing in smoke, filled their heads.
Oh,
Terry.
no.
Well, that's retaliation right there.
Trouble in paradise.
Righto.
Let's go to Kerry Gully. G'day, Rob. Hey, Rob, what's happening in your neighbourhood, mate?
My beef's actually with the people that jump into the bin and tramp the leaves down.
Yeah.
Oh,
'Cause
really?
we got a gravity-fed system. We put the bin upside down and it falls out. If you get 100 kilos a person in there jumping up and down on it, it compacts the bottom third down too much for us to get it out.
You're a collector, are you?
Yep.
So what are we meant to do?
stuff into-
Just not pack it in there, Rob? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, just let it fall in. And if you've got those stupid cages in them, cut the stuff up small. Don't get 15 feet of grapevine and wind it into the bin.
Rob, my lads were doing a bit of gardening yesterday, and I went to move the green bin afterwards, and it seriously felt like there was, I don't know, 50, 60 kilos worth of stuff in there. How much can you lift in those green bins?
The arms are normally tuned to 70 kilos. So after that, it's just like getting your hose and trying to squirt water at the moon. We just run out of pressure and we can't tip the bin.
Yeah,
so we have to drive off and leave it.
All right, Rob. Well, I hope you don't leave mine on Wednesday.
I know. All right, let's go to John. Hello, John. What's your gripe in your street?
Oh, good morning. We've got someone who likes to weld at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, no. Come on, John. That's just not fair, is it?
It's not. But we have the police there probably every 6 weeks arresting them. They hammer, grind, do metal work all hours of the night. They don't care about their neighbours, park in front of people's driveways. It's just...
Are they just seriously bad people? Like, if you go and confront them and say, look, how do you think this is right?
Well, look, I'm a fairly big lad. I wouldn't confront them, put it that way.
Okay. All right. Okay. They're not to be messed with.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate to have neighbours like that, John.
It is, because it's a really nice neighbourhood, and there's always one bad apple spoils the whole bunch.
Why do they think they can do that?
very
well,
annoying.
I think we better give John a bit of love.
It's Triple M breakfast.
The phones are ringing, Roo.
Yeah, they
Always
are.
After a weekend of footy.
Shazza Dittmar's on the line. It's your second cousin Ditz and Port Adelaide's biggest fan. Why are you calling on Monday, Shaz? You played last Thursday night and got badly beaten by Carlton.
Yeah, fellas, look, well, I would have called last Friday after the game, but I was just very busy down at the cop shop filling out a heap of missing persons forms. So
What do you mean?
large group of men wearing port jumpers last seen on Adelaide Oval at 3/4 time.
Yeah, right.
Nice
Sure,
one,
Shaz. How many went missing, do you reckon? Are you going to name and shame or what?
I would, but I'm only on a prepaid plan and my credit will probably run out before I get halfway through the list.
Yeah, right. Fair enough.
God, Shaz. Wasn't a great game by Port. What do you think about people calling Port a fake top four side?
I don't know about that. Look, I know a bit about fake stuff.
Yeah.
I've got fake handbags, fake nails, fake teeth, fake tartars.
Okay,
and, you know,
yeah.
Look, I ain't getting any complaints, so fake it till you make it, I say. I don't care if they're fake. Just win.
Yeah, exactly. Did you see the Crows game, Shaz?
Yeah, sorry, Rupert. That was a tough day at the G. God, the MCG curse continues. Pity you can't play West Coast every week, hey? I saw Tex went off at half-time with back pain. No surprises there. He's been carrying that forward line for years. But, look, on the bright side, Bali is lovely in September, so the boys should just go ahead and book now, I reckon.
Hey, what do you make of David Koch being named as the new chair of SA Tourism Commission, even though he lives in Sydney?
Oh, just another flog working from home, I see.
Oh, no.
I don't know. How's a bloke in Sydney, he lives in Sydney, going to convince people to come to Adelaide? Koshy says, it's such a good city, I've decided to live somewhere else. I love this. He's the port president and chair of SA Tourism, so he's got 2 jobs in South Australia. That's more jobs in Adelaide than my entire family combined, including you, Dick.
Yeah, right. All right. Nice to talk to you again, Shaz, as always.
It's Reed, it's a loss. Triple M.
We were planning on what we were going to do on the weekend. We're going up the Waikerie to go down and up the river to see the folks and brother and sister and all that stuff. And I've got my Nunnal's property where he settled when he came out from Italy and had all the 6 kids and added on rooms every year when they had a baby, blah, blah, blah. And we rent it out because it's up there. And our tenant actually passed away, which is a bit sad, but we've got to spend a few dollars on it and give it a bit of a birthday and fix it up for the next tenant. And we've got to put some curtain rods and new curtains and do some bits and pieces to it. And I said to Sarah, you can use the drill I bought you for your birthday to put them up. Because
What a guy.
Yeah, no, she actually wanted a cordless drill.
Come on.
She did.
Every girl wants one of those.
She
I
loves
have one. They're great.
No, she's a handy
Girl's
woman,
best friend.
Sarah. So I got her one, which was good because I was an ambassador for a tool company at the time. And so we got to
Straight
do
from the heart.
It was. That was good. But she said, "Oh, yeah, well, that was one of the great presents you've got me." And then she reminded me of a few others. Now, these are all presents that she wanted.
Okay.
And that's the only reason I bought them. I promise. I swear to God. Swear to God.
What,
swear on my kids' lives.
Okay.
All right. But it's a really interesting bunch of presents that I've
Okay,
gone
so not
for.
just a stock standard voucher.
So she got a drill pack, which was
Okay.
good. She was happy with that.
Yeah.
She reminded me that she got a clothesline.
No.
She wanted
No.
She's got 2 clotheslines because we've had this discussion when we talked
How
about
did
the
you wrap
socks. No, I actually dismantled it and put it up.
Oh, did you?
I didn't just buy it. I put it up for her as well. So she got a new Hills Hoist clothesline.
Wow. So she
You
got
know, the
2
old
clothes.
school one.
Yeah. The sort of
Vintage.
No, square.
square. They're
Yeah.
square. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
And you got to wind it up. and
Yeah,
down.
wind it up and
Love
down.
it.
Yeah, nice.
Iconic Australian
Yep.
great for
invention.
Goon of Fortune as
Yeah,
well.
so, yeah, that can be used for that.
Yeah.
I bought her a tree.
A tree.
Oh, yeah.
That was beautiful.
Golden
elm.
elm. Beautiful.
She wanted
golden
a
elm.
golden elm tree.
How's that tree going?
Well, it's dropped its leaves at the moment.
Oh,
yeah, blew them into the neighbour's yard. So drill, clothesline, tree.
Yeah.
Right, let's finish this off. So, you know what? She's been pestering me for, Hamish, don't go, oh, God, over there. This is true. She wanted a beehive
What?
Yes.
Huh?
Every wife wants a beehive.
She wants to make her own honey.
Got to be joking.
She wants to be a beekeeper.
So I had to go to a beehive store a
Where
couple
are
of
they?
months ago. There's one
beehive
down in
stores?
Richmond.
Is there?
And I said, mate, tell me all about beehives. So I went into it. There's that many different types you can get, and then you can get your ones where you make your own honeycombs, and you got to buy a machine to get the honey out of that, or you can get one with a tap on it, or and then you got to buy the clothes and
you need
everything,
the
or you can
smoke
get people
suit.
to come around and help you. Got to smoke, all that. There's a lot to it. So in the end, I bought her the one that you just put the tap on and get it out. But you still have to buy your clothes and all that.
Gee.
So I've bought her a beehive as well.
So
which-
she's out there with her drill on the clothesline.
She's got a drill.
With the beehive.
And I swear to God, on my kids, these are all things she wanted. But I thought, gee whiz, these are.
It's an eclectic mix.
Can I just say something to all of Rue's friends listening this morning? When you have your 40th, your 50th, on the invite, put no presents.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
Do not
On
feel
my-
obliged.
No
my
gifts,
birthday.
please.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because you could end up with anything.
Not your birthday, like when.
No, I'm talking about your friends when they invite you around.
Yeah, we're talking about weird presents or great presents. Depends if you like
you
them.
look at it,
My
yeah.
wife wanted a drill, a cordless drill. She wanted a second clothesline. She wanted a tree, a beautiful golden elm, and now she's wanted a beehive. They're all very weird and different and probably make me sound a little bit stupid. But let's go to Huntfield Heights. G'day, Aaron. What's the weirdest present you've bought or received?
It wasn't me. It was me. My dad, he brought it for my mum. We grew up on quite a big property in the country, and he brought her a push lawnmower for her birthday one year.
Oh, no, you can't let
Romantic.
your wife mow the lawn.
Did she love it?
No.
No, she didn't.
No.
No, you can't do that.
Please. No. Righto. Terry, Ridgehaven. G'day, Terry.
Good morning, everybody.
Tell us about your weird present.
My husband, in his wisdom for Valentine's Day, bought me crabbing shoes and a crabbing rake.
Oh, then you can go spend some quality time together, Terry.
He did actually say that's the reason why he fell in love with me when we went crabbing.
There
So
you
that's
go.
why he bought
Do
it
you
for me
like
for Valentine's Day.
crabbing? Do you like it?
Yeah, I do.
There you go.
Oh, there you
But
go.
no, that was the first time he took me, but that was what I got for Valentine's Day.
That's hilarious. I love it. Well
That
done.
Very
bunch
nice.
of flowers, they die after a few
They
days.
do.
It's true, but
Crabbing
crabbing
rakes
Yeah.
last forever.
They're forever. Yeah. Crabs are forever. Matt at McLaren Vale. Hello, Matt.
If you don't treat him.
How you going, guys?
Hey, Matt, what's the weirdest present you've given or received?
No, I received one. My wife forgot it was my birthday, so she quickly sprinted out to the house to the general store and bought us back a kickboxing magazine. I've never done kickboxing in my life.
Right. Very romantic.
Good time to take it up.
No.
Yeah.
That is weird. Let's go to Flinders Park. G'day, Ian. What's the weirdest present you've given or received?
I bought my girlfriend at the time, she was 18, a set of saucepans.
Oh.
She's now my wife and 63, still using the saucepans in the caravan, and I'm still copping flack for it.
Yeah, they never forget, Ian.
I'll never forget, but she's cooked some wonderful meals in it, so I thought it was a good present.
Good on you, Ian. Well done.
They're underrated, a good quality saucepan.
Yeah.
If you've got a good saucepan, you can go pretty
They
far.
last for like 50,
the good ones,
60
yeah.
years, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello on this Monday morning. Hope everyone had a great weekend.
Pretty good weekend, other than footy results. But apart from that, it was pretty good, wasn't it?
Fresh, the blue skies, but very fresh in the morning, wasn't it?
Very crisp.
Yeah, which I
Yeah.
don't mind actually.
Do you know
Wakes
what
you
happened
up.
to me? I went to the Exeter with my friends on Saturday night, a couple of girl mates, and someone was selling oysters freshly shucked from a little body stand that they had strapped onto him.
What, out in the street?
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
What?
And he went,
Well,
oysters.
it's part of the hotel?
No, he's just roaming around. He had fresh Coffin Bay
You
oysters.
can't do that.
I
That's
knew,
illegal, surely.
No, he's got all of the public liability and everything covered.
What's your little
Gee.
food truck?
Was he selling
mobile
many?
food truck?
He said he'd sold a few dozen that night.
Really?
Yeah, and we bought some. Beautiful. And he'd made a little mignonette that he sort of squirted on him. Anyway, I went to primary school with him. I was looking at his face and I went, Rowan? And he went, Loz?
So, seriously, he was cruising around
Yep.
carrying extra...
I'll show you a picture.
I didn't know you could
Shucking them
He had-
in front of you?
He had a wooden board that was strapped to him.
Yeah.
And he had two bags. He had a Hessian bag for the empties, the shells, and a Hessian bag full of oysters. And he was
He was
shucking
carrying
them.
around 2 Hessian bags.
Yes, I will show you the video. It was incredible. And he said he was absolutely cleaning up.
Employ that bloke. He's either a hard-working genius...
I said, what do you do? Because he has a job. He said, he said, I got these oysters. I just wanted to get out there and make a bit of extra cash.
Good on him.
How good's that?
Were
Very
they
good.
expensive?
I don't think I think they were very reasonable. I think
Yeah.
they were sort of standard price.
All right.
That
Could he
is
whip up
unbelievable.
Kilpatrick on the spot or not?
I don't know if he had stuff to make a Kilpatrick,
So
but
you
he
just
had a
had-
vinaigrette.
How did his food safety stuff go there with keeping cool and everything? Did he have ice and stuff?
Yeah. There was ice in the bag. Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Wow.
Good effort.
On Triple M Breakfast with Roo, Dits and Loz.
Did you learn something?
What did we learn? What did we learn?
We learnt that Rupert Murdoch likes the taste of wedding cake. That's what I learnt on the weekend. He's got married for the fifth time.
Unbelievable.
Fifth time.
Do you think they went halves in the cost of the wedding or not?
No.
Oh. Do you reckon her parents had to pay for
Yeah,
it?
he rang mum and dad. And, yeah.
Don't worry about paying for it, but just sign this prenup.
Yeah,
please.
yeah.
He's 93, good old Rupert, and met this girl last year.
Wow,
So
he moves fast. He only divorced Jerry Hall not long ago.
She's 67, the new lady that he's married, and she looks a beautiful type, and hopefully they have a long-lasting, happy marriage. Learnt that, but the other little one, now probably everyone else knows this, I'm a bit slow on a couple of pickups every now and then. Both animals on our coat of arms can't walk backwards.
Yeah, you're right.
That's true.
Never thought about that.
Strange little
Good
fact.
one. Good one, Roo.
Yeah,
All right, what have you learnt, Loz?
Well, because it was Murdoch, he got married for the fifth time. I Googled him, and it popped up with his name, and it shocked me.
What?
His birth name was Keith.
No.
His real name is Keith Rupert Murdoch.
Is that right?
And he went with Rupert because it sounds a little bit more, you know.
Highbrow.
I don't know, highbrow.
Upmarket.
Rupert. But can you imagine? Keith. He's from Adelaide. Keith Murdoch, you get over here. So it made me think there are other celebrities they go by a different name. They were born and they've changed it for a bunch of reasons. But I've got a little list here, and it's kind of shocking.
Well, we had one with my mate, and I don't want to make a story of Keith Sneath.
Yeah.
he didn't say that.
No.
What's wrong with it? Why are people hiding the name Keith?
I don't know. There's nothing wrong with the name Keith.
Keith Conlon didn't hide it, did he?
No, you're right. No.
Just if
Who
you're
else
out there
you
called
got?
Keith,
Keith
just
Urban.
stick with it. So Katy Perry, her name is actually Kate Hudson.
I thought you meant
Kate
her
Hudson.
name was Keith.
No, Keitha. Her name is actually Kate Hudson, but there was already a Kate Hudson, so she had to change it.
Yes.
Meghan Markle, her birth name was Rachel, but she liked her middle name better.
Joking. Rachel
So,
Markle.
Yep, so she goes with that. Brad Pitt, his first name's actually William, but he didn't want to be called Will Pitt.
Will Pitt.
Yeah,
Yes.
it just sounds a bit weird, doesn't it? Jennifer Aniston, her last name is actually Anastasakis because
That's
she's
right.
Greek.
Yeah.
Elton John was born Reginald Dwight.
Reggie.
Incredible. Carmen Electra was born Tara Lee Patrick, but Prince convinced her to change her name. And this one hurts my soul. Reese Witherspoon was actually called
With
Laura.
a knife.
That's very good. No, she was actually born Laura Witherspoon, but she changed it to Reese because
Laura
she
Witherspoon.
found the name Laura boring. She
Oh.
said in an interview.
Right.
Stuff you, Reese.
All right.
How dare you?
Good list. What I learned, I got two from the world of rock and roll, two quick ones. I love the Rolling Stones, and over the weekend I saw an old interview with Mick Jagger on the Letterman show.
Yep.
He says, you start out playing rock and roll so you can have sex and do drugs, but you end up doing drugs so you can still play rock and roll and have sex. That's after 60 years in the business.
That's very good.
Yeah, and I learnt this one this morning. You know, there's that segment early, Roo, when we're driving in, a fellow that does a wrap-up of the day, of history on this day. The Kinks, they're one of the most iconic rock and roll songs,
Yeah.
Lola.
Lola.
Right? So Ray Davies flew all the way to New York to change one line of the song. And this is what it was originally.
Well, you drink champagne and it tastes just like Coca-Cola.
Tastes just like Coca-Cola, and
Yeah.
the BBC refused to play it because you couldn't have any advertising.
What, no branding?
And it ended up being...
I met her in the club down in Old Soho, where you drink champagne and it tastes just like cherry cola.
Cherry Cola. It was originally Coca-Cola, and I never knew that.
They weren't allowed to have any.
Weren't
other
allowed to play it, so he had to fly all the way back to the studio where he did it to change that one line of the song.
Oh my God! If
There
they
you
wanted
go.
that, that's incredible.
From the world of rock and roll.
Very
Nice one.
7:37 on this Monday morning with Roo, Dits and Loz. That means it's rumour time, but it's also time to give away $1,000.
Yeah, that's what we do. We give away $1,000 for the best rumour of the month. Here's a montage of all the rumours we've dropped throughout May and a little bit of April.
So the rumour is that mains gas in South Australia is being phased out, and it's already started being phased out. Government's keeping it on the down low.
Rumour confirmed.
Adelaide 500, cold chisel.
Rumour confirmed.
I hear there's like a sporting event. Beverage company distiller have made food-gradable shoes so they can put their beverage in the shoes to these people so they can do shoeies.
Rumour confirmed.
The retail sector, there is a fast fashion international retail giant. They're leaving Australia, this brand. They're pulling all their stores out, and we haven't had them for that long.
Adelaide Remand Centre workers are filing for industrial action.
Drake coming to Adelaide.
Drake.
Now, he is a rapper.
What?
He's a hip-hop.
He's doing the Velo.
I don't know if he's doing Velo, but he's coming at the same time.
Bon Jovi are on their way here next year, coming to Australia. In October, Beyonce, who's playing the MCG. Springsteen's coming again. The story that you dropped about a year ago, the big one, Eminem, definitely coming to Australia.
They are coming, yep. Just can't quite get the stadium to match up everywhere.
Yeah,
right?
and Metallica is the other one.
Metallica.
So they're all the big acts that are on their way, yeah. All right, it's been a big month of rumours and a lot that have been confirmed as well.
Yeah, to win the $1,000, you actually have to have them confirmed. So we're going to announce the $1,000 winner next. If you've got a rumour, you can ring in on 133353 or you can text on 04 888 1047. You'll go into the next $1,000 month, but give us a call.
Yep, stay tuned. $1,000 going to one lucky listener who had the best mail in May. We do it every month thanks to Automasters, AutoCam, real-time video reporting direct from your Automasters technician. It's Triple M.
Next.
AutoCam, real-time video from Automasters. Triple M's Rumour Mill, Adelaide's most listened to segment. Hear it every day at 7:40 on Roo, Dits and Loz.
Yeah, big thank you to Automasters. We have $1,000 to give away every month. Time to announce this month's winner.
Yeah, let's get him on. An anonymous caller on the line. Good morning, Anonymous.
And good morning, guys. How are you?
Yeah, good.
Now, you dropped a rumour about the wireless steelworks. Let's have a listen to it.
Well, the wireless steelworks, I've been told that they're not going to be making steel for the next 7 months.
Wireless steelworks not making steel?
Apparently, the blast furnace down there's a process they've got to do when they do the cool down of it.
Right.
But apparently the process hasn't been followed, and it's going to have to be re-stripped and everything and redone.
Well, are you saying they need to shut it down for maintenance?
Apparently, yeah.
So you didn't quite get it 100% right, but it has been shut down for a few months, and we've read all about it in the paper, and we've had a couple of updates on this one, Anonymous, but well done. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. It's come in handy.
$1,000, what will you do with it?
Well, we've just had a baby last Sunday, so
good on you. What did you have? What did you have?
Had a little girl.
Beautiful. Is that your first one, or?
Well, nearly like you, Roo. I've nearly got a midfield going. I've got 2 myself with an ex-partner, and my partner's got 3, so this is number 6 between the two of us.
Wow. So you've got prams and cots and clothes and everything. You don't need any to buy too much new?
No, nothing much new. She's just outgrowing her clothes. She came out 11 pounds 11.
What?
Oh, my God.
You are kidding me.
Yeah, luckily it was a cesarean, otherwise it'd be a...
Goodness
Holy hell.
That's a big baby. 1111, very lucky number, by the way, 1111.
Well, that's what my sister told me. Apparently it's angel number or something.
An angel number.
Yeah, well, we named her with Mum's middle name in her, who passed away about 5 years ago. So
that's beautiful.
Well,
maybe a little sign.
Yeah, good luck with that. And thanks for dropping the rumour. And it's good news that the wireless steelworks is back up and going again, because everyone had to take pay cuts and there was a lot of job losses. Hopefully they can sort that out. It's a very important steel manufacturer in Australia, so we need that pumping up in Whyalla.
Well done,
Definitely do.
Good on you, mate. Good luck.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Well done.
Oh, he's got a busy household.
11 pounds 11.
You do your back out.
Juicy little baby. That is a chunky bub.
Hey, keep your rumours coming. Back into a new rumour tomorrow, and you can win $1,000.
It's Roo, Dits and Loz for your Monday morning here on Triple M, and from 9 o'clock, your 50K. No repeat workday is back. Yep, non-stop music all day. And if we do repeat a song between 9 and 4, you give us a buzz at 133353 to win 50K.
Triple M. It's time for your favourite game. Loz's Wheelie Bin. Oh,
fortune.
Yep, there's something in my wheelie bin. I'm the only one who knows what it is. It's driving me nuts. Everyone's asked me what it is.
Driving you nuts?
Oh,
Driving us nuts?
Yeah, it's driving me nuts. I think
Driving everyone
probably
nuts.
A little bit more. The clues so far have been unoccupied, chocolate, Japan, 2022 floods, and ages 3 and up.
Are we getting close?
I can't say.
You must be able to say.
You
No, I can't
are
say.
very annoying.
Just a yes or no.
No,
How's that
I
going to give
can't,
it away?
Because that directs people in a direction. And
Oh.
I
Well,
can't
that's
do
what we
that.
need to get closer.
I know that, Roo. I would love to be able to do it. I'm not
What about
allowed.
colder and warmer or something?
Can't. Do you know what? Go talk to the boss. He's here today. Go talk to Matt O'Reilly
I don't
about
like
it.
him.
Oh, gee.
You have a conversation with
You
him.
could have been a spy during the war, you know. You're
Oh.
that great at keeping secrets.
pressure.
I bet you the people at the Exeter were asking you on the weekend.
I was actually a bit worried.
And I
'cause
bet you gave them a clue.
I certainly did not.
Bull
I
dust.
certainly did not.
Buy me a dozen oysters, I'll give you a clue. That's what you would have said.
I was a bit worried as I had my third champagne. I went, oh, I should probably keep a lid on this because I do have state secrets inside me.
All right, let's head to Happy Valley.
G'day. Oh, g'day, Siobhan.
Siobhan.
Bloody hell. How are you?
Hello, Siobhan.
Or is it Cyban?
Oh, no. She's
Oh, no, we've lost her.
We've lost her. You
Oh,
there,
no.
Simon?
Hello?
Siobhan?
No.
Hello?
Hey.
Did you have us on mute?
Where were you?
I did have you on mute by accident.
Oh, no.
No.
How many people call you Cyban?
All the time, and I just say yes.
See? I'm not the only idiot in South Australia.
Oh, you certainly are.
All right.
All
Thanks,
right.
Now, Siobhan, this is for $9,500, all right? This is big.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What's your
Okay.
guess?
A Hello Kitty water skill tester.
A what?
Wow.
Tell us how you got to that.
A what?
Well, Hello Kitty's Japan.
Mm-hmm.
There was the 3-year-old stuck in the
Oh,
skill-
yeah.
Hello Kitty skill tester up in Queensland.
Yes.
Queensland, there was floods. The water skill tester, well, it's flooded. A skill tester that's flooded. Chocolate bars are in
Yes, they are.
skill testers. So that's how I
This is
came
good.
to my answer.
Siobhan.
This is unbelievable.
Drum roll, please.
Hell, this has to be close.
Is that going to come down? No, I'm so sorry.
Oh,
Siobhan. It's not that, but do you know what? You almost convinced me it is because
Hell,
that is
convinced me.
so...
Siobhan, that was fantastic.
Wow.
I don't even know. What is that? A Hello Kitty water skill tester. What is it?
It's one of those little things that you pump and the ring goes on in the water. You know the little kids' toys? They're filled with water and you push the button and you've got to get the ring on the peg.
Yeah.
It's
So
like
you got-
quoits.
Dits
Yeah,
hadn't
it's like-
played
And there's a
kids
Hello
things for a
Kitty
while.
one.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
So-
Good
Thanks,
stuff.
Siobhan.
Yeah.
Thanks, Siobhan.
Thanks, Siobhan.
Siobhan, get
Sorry.
anything?
We don't. I
I
don't
don't
think we
do
don't do
that,
so.
Rude.
And every morning we tell you that.
Yes,
Right.
and you
Now
go
we're
on.
Running
playing
out of
again at 10
prizes.
o'clock. 10 o'clock again this morning.
Yep.
It goes up by $100.
And then 1 o'clock every day it goes up by about 300 if no one guesses it, which
All
no one
right.
has so far.
All
but-
thanks to Eckerman's Conveyances.
I reckon someone's going to... No, I'm not going to say that, Loz.
Okay.
So $9,600 up for grabs. Play again at 10 o'clock today. It's Triple M.
8:53 on this Monday morning, almost time for us to go. But, Loz, tell us once again about the Romance Rumble.
Well, if you're a couple out
Beautiful.
there and you're looking for a romantic getaway with a special someone, we are giving you the chance to score a winter warmer getaway at Mount Lofty House,
Oh.
which includes a 2-night stay and a
Oh.
$300 voucher to use during your stay.
Go to the restaurant, the beautiful restaurant, or use the spa.
Yes. So how you win, we're keeping a secret for now.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
we don't want to give it away, but there will be a sort of challenge.
A lot of secrets here at Triple M at the
I
moment.
know.
Yes, there are.
I know.
Don't
You're
like
struggling.
it.
You don't like secrets through. I don't love them either,
Like the
but
Secret Service here.
we don't want to give it away because there'll be a little challenge involved in this, but
Okay.
it'll be lots of
So
fun.
what do you do?
Head to triplem.com.au to register as a couple.
Got a
And-
couple of nights at Mount Lofty House
Oh.
during winter. Would be
Beautiful.
absolutely
Imagine
perfect.
sitting by
wouldn't
the open fire up there in that
Oh,
beautiful bar. And
gorgeous.
Go and
having a
check it
cocktail.
out at mountloftyhouse.com.au. That's the prize you could be winning. But if you want to win it, you got to go to triplem.com.au. Have a great day, everybody.